Oh no, my camera is so dark. 1 second. I also have to turn the thing on for the chat. Where's custom code? There you are. Boom. And let's fix the camera. Don't know why it's so dark. It's not actually that dark in here. Alrighty. Welcome everyone back to Mutants and Masterminds, Heroes Unite. So, before we get started, one of our players, Offspring, has decided to step out of the campaign for this season. So, no more Offspring, Sag, but he feels like he's been in too many tabletop games as of late and needed a break. So, you know, always happy to let people kind of have some cool down from tabletop. Something that kind of has to happen every now and then.
Get the breather in before the big one.
Yeah, because next one will be Plague Watch, which that one's gonna be super hype, incredibly more hype considering the sheer number of class archetypes coming out in the next 2 books. So
I really hope nothing more comes out that ruins the build I feel like I've already locked into.
Yeah. This build that based on a class from a playtest. Oh no.
Yeah, my cool Trident close range throw build. I hope nothing happens to it.
But where we last left off, you guys were doing some heroing for your first kind of big outing, and for the most part, you were rather successful. You saved someone from getting stabbed by an intern. And you fought some other villains, though you weren't able to completely defeat the accounted for, as by the time you had reached the CEO, he had already made a bargain, and many of the crimes were heavily downplayed. And on top of that, some of the damages you guys dealt to the surrounding building and such were something that your at least more forward-facing members needed to compensate for. So, learning that it's not just as easy as dealing with villains, guys learn a good lesson, I feel like. But now you have to decide how to move forward from this point. So, what are y'all doing?
I mean, let's see. I think would Crusher and I still be at Lockdown's her base?
If you want to.
Yeah.
I mean, as much time can pass as you guys choose.
I assume so, if we want.
Because it would depend how much time we want pass. Because actually, funny enough, regardless of how much time, I was still going to be at my HQ. Guess where I fucking live.
Whoa.
I am off the grid, but because lockdown, if like time has passed, would be alone, like tinkering with shit. But if it's like really close after, even like the morning after, if like they crashed or something, like who knows?
I mean, you guys get to decide. You choose how you guys want to go through the story. What do you want to happen?
I'm pitching it to everyone else. Like,
yeah, man.
To see what y'all think. Giving you options.
Crashed there next morning. I walk out to meet you, and I just have like a saintly glow.
Yeah, like there's that like situation where you walk out, you go out to a lot of like the living areas where there's like, a workable like living area, a lot of beds, there's like a kitchen, little like break stuff, everything you need, like you can fully live there. and it's all taken care of. Go out. Might take you a little bit to even find Lockdown, but eventually you would find him still fucking tinkering. He's still like, he's on like gas mask number 5. And he's got his own helmet on at this point. Just like fucking wife beater helmet on. And he is full on like just screwing away at stuff and like with these tiny fine tools inside like the respirator part of gas masks. Very similar situation to how you left him last night.
Did you sleep last night?
I slept optimally.
So you got enough sleep.
Enough sleep for me, yes.
Okay. And like I said, she's like straight up just glowing. Like not like, you know, like they're like her skin's glowing as you say like a thing. No, she's like actually producing light.
Is it more than normal?
She wasn't producing light before.
He like turns his head slightly and then like is this I assume this is normal for the mornings.
What? Oh. Fuck, I was... No, this is new. I was told I'd be getting a new power soon, and looks like it's finally come in. Wasn't expecting the glowing part.
I think with that, he like pauses, sets down like tools and turns. Getting new powers soon, like a software update.
Yeah, kinda. But I don't. Was my Tremblay Biotechnologies?
Yes.
Parents are the CEOs. They worked on Sasha first. Sasha is Sasha. And then to help fix their reputation, they needed someone they could control. Look towards me. And now I have powers.
Fun.
Yeah. Fun.
Yeah, there's through like the little bit of I guess distortion from it, there is a little, just a good bit of venom from that. But is it any useful? Or is it just basic luminescence?
If I remember, they said it should like make me and my allies around me sturdier. Like you can shrug off hits better. Essentially, for us, in a 30-foot burst, just toughness +2 to me and my allies.
Damn, that would give me toughness 11.
Yeah, so I don't know what your parry dodge is, but dodge plus toughness can equal 20, and then parry plus toughness can equal 20. So if this would put that above 20, it can't affect you, I'm pretty sure. Right, Cam?
Yeah, this is one of those weird points in the game.
Wait, what are the two that add together again?
Dodge and toughness, and then parry and toughness. Those can't be more than 20 until we hit 15 earned power points. Then it could be 22.
I see.
But yeah, toughness aura for everyone.
No, then I will not achieve anything from it.
Dang. Unless Cam says otherwise, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't affect you if it goes above its max, because the way that the enhanced trait power works is it basically just increases your base stats.
Though, while he's like turned to you and is like addressing you. You do notice as he's talking, his own mask, the like lenses, has slowly darkened as like there's increased light in the room.
But I don't know, I think they put the glowing part as just, enhance the angel image.
It's a good image to sell.
Yeah.
You're gonna do heroics. Be the descending angel, I guess. It'll work for, I don't know, merch, though. I assume you already have that. I'm gonna have to address that soon. That's what I was promised.
It's in production, actually, but I can hook you up with them if you need to.
I'll just need to see how it's run.
Okay.
As long as there's profit to be gained here in some way, I'm not gonna be doing this for free.
I understand.
Oh, and also, just in case, no streaming in the base.
I wasn't planning on it.
Good. This place is secret. I'm off the grid. I do not wish to pay taxes.
Though, speaking of streaming, I was wondering if I could borrow your workshop. I wanted to see if I could make a drone for better camera angles and everything.
I guess.
If you're worried about materials and stuff, I'll pay you back.
Okay, I'll invoice you the exact material cost. Just put everything exactly back at where it is.
And you can charge me if it's not.
Perfect. It is due for, he like looks up a little bit. I guess I need to take my small, nap. So. Alright, as he gets up, he like screws the thing back in on the gas mask, like sets it to like the done pile. Takes his own off, and then like just heads out.
And then I'll begin working on this drone. Which I don't know if I'm going to need to spend equipment points on it or not.
All right, so first the aura question. Yeah, if the amount increases bypasses the amount, then you only get up to whatever the increase can be. So
Got it.
you can reallocate points, so other people who decide maybe they want to, benefit more from your aura when it's available can down their own like toughness to increase their other defenses. But yeah, unfortunately this game's got a very rigorous like math equation for primary stats that like can't be bypassed, because otherwise you could just have a sidekick who constantly gives you aura effects to constantly go up and above any of your modifiers. So
It's fair.
kind of makes the game a little bit harder if you want to play a support, because other characters are more likely to max out some of their defensive stats especially. So but it's great for minions.
It's true. And it'd also be great once we hit 15 earned power points, because according to Booter, the 20 limit will go up to 22 then.
Yeah, because it'll be twice your power level.
Yeah. Okay.
Which you guys aren't too far off from another session or two.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
8
getting
away.
there. That's like 2 sessions.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. And so you're making a drone. First of all, what are your resources? Do you have an advantage for like money or anything like that?
I am. Where are they? There
Also,
they
I
are.
don't know if the base produces resources or not.
He just has a workshop in it. But I do have wealth 2
Okay.
for benefit.
Yeah, that should be fine then.
Yeah, I'm independently wealthy.
If what you're doing is kind of like a non-game mechanic thing, you're not using like PowerPoints or anything like that, then you don't need to spend tech points. You can just make a thing.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, yeah, exactly. Inventor allows you to create temporary things, but you're trying to make I'm assuming you're trying to make a camera drone.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't consider that necessarily temporary.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think the temporary is like, I need something right now for literally this and nothing else.
Well, it's just like you can do inventor things for like, oh, okay, we need to get into this military base. It's like, all right, let me make a hacking device.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
But it's
One-time
like,
uses.
It's not going to come into play after using it right there.
But if you just want like aesthetically a camera, or unless you want it to do something specifically, and even if it does do something specifically, if it's more or less a non-factor thing, then you can do whatever.
I just purely want it for just like cool aerial shots. I'm never going to be using it for like scouting or anything.
Yeah, then you're free to make it as you see fit.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a little drone, 4 propellers and stuff. Got a camera on it, and it can be autonomous, but I can also control it using a little thing on my hand.
Okay.
Should I roll a technology?
Yeah, so this is a good opportunity because there are a type of role where your character kind of has all the time to do whatever. What was that role called? Routine. So is it is it a routine check? Let's see. Yeah. It's a routine check. So you actually don't even roll. You just add. You just consider as if you had rolled a 10.
Got it. Oh, well, I was just doing it to show the modifier. So 30.
Okay. Yeah, that's more than good enough. Yeah, like a 30. Funny enough, for a 30, they state overcome a sophisticated security system technology. So pretty much exactly. You can make a drone. It follows around, shares a proximity, records at least your immediate vicinity and stuff.
Swag.
All right. Anything else?
How long does Crusher sleep for? Oh, it didn't Alicia BRB? Alicia did BRB, never mind.
Never here when we need to talk to her.
I know. So other than that, I'm good.
I'm back. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I had to go pee.
Every time.
I'm sorry. I need to stay well hydrated.
After peeing too much, that you're overhydrated.
I'll cut it back on the water.
Because I think a healthy amount is like going pee every 2 hours or something like that. So if you're doing it more often than that, then you're overhydrated.
Okay, I'll keep in track of that.
When do you sleep into?
Actually, he gets up early because he kind of struggles with what happened yesterday. And I'm assuming because he treats his minions well, they have a gym, so he goes in there and uses the punching bag for a little bit, and then he uses the money from Celestine to get a new superhero suit. Because his is pretty terrible. But his superhero suit is, the colors are black and teal, and it looks like a pretty classy superhero suit, except for on the arms, it almost looks like wraps from inspired like by a boxer, like how they have the hand wraps, and those are teal. And his helmet, because it's a full face cover, is also teal, and the torso and chest area are teal. And there's one little cool feature he would love to show off to everybody once we all meet together. It's simple, but it makes him excited.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty high. I don't have a super suit. I'm just going around naked, I guess.
What the fuck?
Wait,
Ew.
you're a dude the whole time?
What the hell?
And I'm like made of light.
Well,
I was picturing you in like a black and white, like almost like Omni-Man or Superman getup.
yeah, me too.
No, I'm just a person-shaped ball of light.
Damn.
I got a long flowing cape that's also made out of light.
So you're wearing nothing but a cape, is what you're telling us.
Kinda.
But pants?
Technically, I'm not wearing the cape.
I mean, he can just choose to not have a penis.
Yeah. Technically, I'm
Or
not
it-
wearing a cape. It's just more of me.
I guess
It
to be
could
fair,
just be small enough that we
you're
don't
just
notice.
Dr. Manhattan. But you're specifically not
Yeah.
movie Dr. Manhattan because you're choosing not to have a penis.
Yeah. Exactly. What does our good friend Sasha do?
Okay, well, if you're looking for like information on something specifically you want an answer for now, then you will be rolling a. Let's go to my dummy sheet here real quick. Investigation roll. Yeah. Okay. Looking up information on the accounted for, you just come across, the various news clippings, or there's kind of like a wiki site for all the Emerald City heroes and villains that's constantly being updated. Granted, anyone can just come on here and put whatever information, and while they do kind of have a vetting program, it's not perfect. But the accounted for is a kind of like one of the older crime groups. It actually did start off relatively small time. They were as mostly just the CEO and like one or two lackeys. Whoever the CEO is working for seems to change somewhat frequently. With like a pretty like 16 current and past members of the accounted for. Where the CEO used to like rob banks and do everything like that, but it's only been in the last few years that the CEO has started hitting like major corporations and businesses. It's actually caused a lot of major corporations to actually invest in like their own defense force. Not that they don't already, but the accounted for very typically targets CEOs of these kind of companies, creating a increase in security more often than not. So there is kind of a limited range in which they can operate. But of the last few years, of like the 5 or 6 cases that have been openly reported on anyway, the CEO has gone to jail for acts of minor terrorism and sometimes vandalism of private property, but he's never been overly charged. And if there was anything that was not charged by like the city itself, like the acts of minor terrorism, the businesses themselves never seem to pursue legal actions against him. Well, you would assume the CEO is the primary person. But from what you can gather about this is the CEO has been doing the villain game for quite a while and knows a good amount of what he can and can't get away with. You also know that many of his teammates seem expendable to him. Which raises a question of why these villains choose to work, especially considering many of them are currently still sitting in prison up to this point. Currently, one of his longest lasting, I guess, cohorts has been the micromanager, who has been with him for the last 2 years. Yeah. A lot of communication companies. He's hit a Verizon building, Comcast. He has hit a variety of other like small time business or law firms. And a lot of other kind of like, he hasn't hit anything as big as like Amazon, for instance. Though the Comcast building that you guys recently had gone to, Comcast is a pretty substantial sized company for sure. And looking a little bit more into that, it appears that the CEO of Comcast, anyway, rarely works in a building, and the situation was one of the few where they had actually come into a business to do some work, which makes it curious as to how the CEO came about learning this information in the first place. At the very least, it seems like he's well connected or has a good way of finding information on important people.
It's at least good info if they try to pull something and want to stop them. It's good to have some legal folks in your pocket.
At his message back, swag, awesome work, TTYL. Oh, 07. It's my favorite type of roleplay. Yep.
I mean, that's what we did in our Call of Cthulhu game. We had a in-game chat for our in-game group chat, and we roleplayed how our characters would text.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Because all our characters texted differently. You know? Nah. Depends if there's a crime afoot. Which, speaking of, is up to, well, if monochrome is anything fun, but I do have a base computer. And I could go, computer, let's scan city for crime.
Okay, so you guys are waiting for your next superheroing gig.
Might as well. It's that, or I'm waiting for, like, other than that, it's kind of what Lockdown normally does. He kind of just fucks around until he gets like his normal method of some back channels where he gets a job offer from someone else, whichever comes in.
Okay. What level of severity are you guys looking for dealing with? Because there's all kinds of petty crime. There's occasionally something more major, like a convenience store being stuck up, or something a little bit more intense. There are minor villain works, something akin to Skeletor the Necromancer.
Oh, he's such a danger, though.
We should go stop him.
Probably. He's raising like a necromancer army. It's taking a while because he's got to dig up everybody.
Or there's something that's more endangerment to the public, more akin to the Ice Creamer.
He's a national threat. To give us all brain freezes. Definitely something with superheroes, or and just powered people, because I don't think it'd be a great vibe if we're like, stop villain, and then the paramilitary force shows up. Not a great vibe for me specifically.
So on what level? You want a Skeletor level, Mr. Creamer level? Something more, something less?
What are y'all feeling?
In a range of Skeletor to Ice Creamer.
I think it'd be fun.
I agree.
I just want a feel good moment after last time.
Yeah, kick some ass.
Okay. All right. Hear ya loud and clear. So, as you are all kind of waiting around, it is really not much more than about half a week or so before to see, do you guys want a new villain, or do you want a revisit?
I'm just gonna say new villain every time you ask, just to make your life harder.
That doesn't make my life
man.
harder. I came up with what? How many villains in our session 1?
Guys, I do have to warn everyone. Every time we say new villain, there's a possibility that Cam picks Dr. Clock.
It'd be terrifying.
The city will be wiped out.
Well, there's the other opportunity that we say, let's get a repeat, and it'd be really fun if we got to deal with Skeletor or something.
Up to you guys.
Because I feel like the only villain that was left at large was Dr. Plague. So
yeah, he's
broken out
He's
already.
out and about.
He is out and about.
Oh, we have to deal with Dr.
We gotta
Plague.
get we gotta get Dr.
no.
Plague done.
Okay.
But then
That's
he's
so
gonna
true.
we're gonna put him in prison, and that's gonna be what causes the big prison break that brings them all together.
Oh my god.
You could say that's super sick.
He's what brings together. Dr. Plague is what brings together what is that villain squad? The League of
Sinister
Losers.
Six. Oh.
The
Mm.
League of Losers.
Yeah, it's the League of Losers. That is
Okay.
just the characters that no one cares about.
We underestimate every single time, even though they're a threat every single time.
To be fair, he's an actual menace. He controls the cold. That sucks.
Don't forget to take your vitamin C. That's true.
I
Stay near me.
I've said I have a gas mask and stuff. I don't know if it'll like help me.
Yeah, it might not be that kind of effect. Should just be area.
I mean,
based.
it depends. I guess gas mask just like an item?
Oh, I didn't even buy that. I just was describing it with a powered equipment.
Oh my god.
I can buy it later.
This fucking guy.
Yeah.
To be
'cause it doesn't-
fair, I could do it right now with the power. I've not spent any of my power points. I could do this right now. I just didn't know it was an actual piece of equipment. I'm going to put one of my wait, how many power points is that?
You start tinkering with your guys' gas masks
7
to
power points.
let slug stuff through, and then you go, oh wait, this was letting everything through. Guess I should fix that.
I look at it and I'm like, these sucked. Oh my god. And then I also added transition lenses to them. So now they do act like sunglasses. Like, so they turn into sunglasses.
My one weakness.
Yes.
Tinted glass.
That is literally the reason. I did say that last week. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
good to know. And then he immediately installed it. Just in case. He can be trusted.
I'm sure. Guys, I'm looking at the map. I've been looking at it all session, and it obsessed me so much that they're naming stuff Valley, but double E for some reason.
Because it's not a true Valley UI.
Why would they name something Valley, but just slightly off?
It's actually Vale, but like you had to like extend out the L and the E. Vale.
It's even worse.
There's just West Valley. There's no East Valley or anything.
There's Lake Valley.
Yeah, that's because it's all the way up to the East Cam.
Yeah,
It's
I
on the
think
East Coast.
that it's not actually like valley as in a valley. I think it's valley
Yeah.
based on the name Valley.
Yeah, which is weird.
It's weird. It's too similar to another word. It makes me
Exactly.
uncomfortable.
It does.
Now you gotta fight Dr. Alphabet Soup.
No.
No!
Actually, Fey Trickster, who shuffles your name and makes you do weird things.
No.
Oh.
Fuck this guy.
Turns your life into any Mario Party minigame that shuffles your controls.
Him and Dr. Clock do a PhD team up.
So many
Don't give
doctors
Cam
in this
ideas.
series.
I
Anyway,
was gonna say that too. Like, there's just so many doctor villains.
so one day you are getting some information on your supercomputer that there's been a rising number of cases of people like experiencing flu or cold like symptoms. Unusual amounts. You anticipate that Dr. Plague might be acting soon.
My nemesis.
That guy?
Yeah.
Fair enough, I guess.
He's the one that got away first. That's how I met Monochrome fighting him. And then he also has a power that you know that like reflex people have where they like stare at a light and they sneeze a lot?
Yes, it is a vague, like a weird, interesting statistical thing. It's very
Yeah,
cool.
he has the ability to give it to everyone and like dial it up to 11.
Well, I'm
Ugh.
glad I added sunglasses to my mask.
Yeah, so it's a problem with Monochrome around. Anyways. We should get going.
Well, eventually, you hear that there is a current ongoing situation up in North Shore where there is a series of pharmaceutical stores being robbed by Dr. Plague.
No. People need those.
Not the drugs.
This asshole. Let's go. I assume we load up into the armored cars.
Yeah.
Beep beep.
And I text Sasha and Monochrome. Northern Shore, Dr. Plague. Robbing pharmaceutical stores.
I look at my phone while just my other hand's just holding a bad guy by the collar. Oh, it's time. I zoom off to the nearest police station to drop this guy off and head over to North Shore.
And then in rut with Crusher and Lockdown. Route asterisk. Damn, Dr. Plague got Sasha too. That's crazy. Damn, public transportation.
Well, where do you work? Oh no.
Dang.
All right. So, for everyone, I guess who approaches, it does. Well, first of all, does Monochrome get there first, or is Monochrome having to track down everyone else so you can arrive at the same time?
I think Monochrome does sort of just take his time getting over there with I don't know, I feel like after what happened I probably do get there first, but instead of like dealing with it, I want to try to like secure the area, make sure that like no one's around that can easily get hurt.
When you arrive, you are like you're in a shopping plaza that kind of has a bunch of like people streets, if you're familiar with the idea. They're essentially like roads and such, but they're not meant for vehicles, really. Like an open outdoor shopping center. And you see a bunch of people just lying on the ground, seemingly suffering.
Oh. I zoom over to the closest one.
Okay. Make for me a fortitude, please.
Oh.
All right, as soon as you get close to the individual, let's see, it's affliction.
It's 10 plus rank.
Think so. What's the DC? Da-da-da.
Yeah, affliction rank plus 10.
Okay, that's not good for you. That's 3 degrees of failure.
Oh my god, guys, I'm dead.
Hero point.
Dies to the common cold, Lomao.
3-degree failure on affliction gets you some bad stuff.
Yeah, because the DC is 30.
30?
Oh my god.
So you failed 30, and then
I should probably hear
25, and yeah, if you don't get at least a 20, you get a full failure.
All right, I'll do my hero point.
Okie
I'm
dokie.
happy I spent
Immediately.
none of my points and I just got a gas mask.
Nice.
27.
Please use my hero point.
No,
Oh,
he gets a
yeah,
27.
Okay, phew.
Actually,
I'm
good.
consistent.
Yeah, 27. All right, so you get the first layer of failure anyway.
If I'm not punching minions to death, I'm not rolling good. That's my rule.
Let's see. By the way, if you got third level, you became instantly incapacitated.
Yeah.
Oh my
Third level
God.
affliction is bad.
Oh my god.
You can see a lot of incapacitated people nearby.
They're very well lit. Oh wait, hold up. I have an advantage. Does it apply to this? Well, advantages. Is
Oh,
this
fuck.
becoming fatigued, holding my breath, damage from starvation or thirst, avoiding damage from hot or cold environments, resist suffocation and drowning. I don't think that's any of this.
Maybe. You said becoming fatigued?
Yeah.
Great endurance. You do actually benefit from this because the first layer does make you fatigued.
And I get +5 to my 27.
Yes, which means you don't succumb to it.
Oh,
Oh my god. I have this too, thank fuck.
I knew this would be helpful against specifically Dr. Plague when I made this character before we started this game.
So you approach the individual and you don't notice anything then, so you're not aware of the effect. But they seem to be incredibly sick.
Oh, are they like awake or are they unconscious?
They're unconscious.
No. If only my team was here. They all seem to be sort of in the same.
Yeah, people are littered across the plaza, leading up
Yeah.
to like a big, like pharmaceutical store.
Okay. So these guys probably just sort of like in a thing. I think is there like a hospital or something nearby that I know of?
Well, I mean, technically, a lot of places are nearby for you.
Yeah.
There's not necessarily one in Northern Shore, but there is one more out towards, well, there are some like other smaller hospitals like out towards Bridgepoint in Hookville. You do need to be careful. Mortals cannot withstand the speeds you can
Yeah.
fly at. So you would have to fly at a much more comfortable speed. Granted, if you accelerate appropriately, you can get someone somewhere pretty fast.
Yeah.
Just
How many
not
people
near
are around?
instantaneously.
Is this place like littered with people laying about, or is
Oh
there, like...
yeah, there's 20 plus people just like on the
Okay.
ground.
Ugh. I probably don't know how Dr. Plague's powers work to try to counter them with something. I think I'm just gonna take out my phone and give a text to everyone saying like, I've arrived, this is the situation, what's the ETA?
I'd lean up to the driver of the ATV. What's the ETA?
It's probably locked down. Just a couple minutes.
And text back. Lockdown says a couple minutes.
Do these people seem like they're getting worse, or is it like...
I mean, it doesn't look good. They look like they're suffering from a pretty severe fever.
Ugh. Yeah, I think I have to prioritize their safety. So I think I'm gonna just start like picking them up and carrying them to the nearest hospitals or medical centers.
Okay. As you begin to do so, you get the first person there in like just a couple minutes, and you get back right before everyone else kind of shows up. As you all come in the plaza, you can see people are just on the ground, incapacitated by illness.
I fly out of the back before everyone else, release the drone in the air saying, "Hi chat, Dr. Plague can't talk," as it gets like a nice aerial view, and quickly rush to the citizens, staying like a good distance away, but enough to where they're in the healing aura.
Mm-hmm. Well, how big's your aura?
30 feet.
Okay. And is there any reason why you're not getting close to them?
Dr. Plague.
Well, yeah.
I don't
but
want to catch it,
you know that you're relatively safe from it.
just in case.
Okay. And
I mean, Lockdown and his crew does start like moving in, because it depends if they see Monochrome and everyone else. They'll start like nearing, and then they see a bunch of people just unconscious and like, oh fuck.
The Crusher will follow also.
Yeah, I start bringing all the people over to, I guess, where they are, so they're away from whatever affected this to them, and hopefully it won't get worse from that.
what's your healing effect, by the way, Celestine?
It's a lot of them. Let's see. I got energizing, so I can heal fatigue and exhausted, as well as damage conditions. I can remove incurable effects. I can resurrect. I can stabilize, so I don't need to make a healing check to stabilize a dying character. I got action, so it reduces the action cost, and restorative. Can restore character points removed by weakened effects with the appropriate descriptors such as injury, disease, or poison. Stuff like that.
Let's see. This is what? Under healing?
Yeah. Energizing, persistent, and then restorative, I think, are the three that you're going to want to look at.
I have to look up incurable. Oh, okay, that's how that works. Oh, right. Interesting.
Interesting good or interesting bad?
Interesting. I don't know.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. And then you have area. Okay, so you need to make a healing check. Or I think it's recovery check. Let's see. DC 10 healing check. Is there a healing skill? I think it's just your power.
Yeah, do you want to just...
We need to
use
take
the
what
one
you
I-
rolled. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got it. I understand, kind of. It doesn't have the exact answer I was looking for, but it's fine. So as you're doing this effect, the people around do seem to be doing better, but they're still unconscious and feverish.
Better than nothing.
But within your radius, you can't hit everyone in the plaza currently.
Mm-hmm.
Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. With this, I would probably test it out myself first because it's important to know. Leading the pack, Lockdown will step forward with the intention of starting to like pull people, but to see if the gas mask does help in any way.
All right, so you and your people are moving to.
I'll do myself first, seeing all this, and like have them stand back for just a second. Myself being significantly tougher with my suit. They're tanky, but not as. If something hits me, I can withstand it, and if nothing happens, then I can draw them into like support.
Okay.
I just see a bunch of people. It seems like people are being wary. I know that there's he at least has some weird effects around him. Therefore, like he at least steps forward.
All right. As you go to help the first person, I need you to make a fortitude check, please.
The gas mask doesn't do it.
Nope. It only works against irritants.
This is bad news, gang.
Simply don't get below a 20.
Well, that's the fun part.
Do you not have any fortitude?
Not a lot of it.
Don't die.
I'm just checking. Oh, wait, I didn't mean to click that one.
Oh my god.
I was checking to see if I have. No. Man. I could have. Oh, wait a second. No, it's just movement stuff. Because I have adapt to environment for that, I guess.
Yeah, not
That's
this
just
particular
movement.
situation.
Yeah. It's just all movement.
Yeah.
Dang it. I'm gonna
Lockdown
hero
falls
point.
unconscious.
I'm gonna
could
hero
hero.
point.
Okay.
Okay.
Swag.
All right. Though that is still just you still get 2 levels of failure. You become fatigued and exhausted.
Uh-oh.
Wait, does that mean I cured everyone? Like, I got rid of everyone else's fatigued earlier?
Anyone who isn't within your aura.
That means I'm become fatigued and exhausted.
I can get
Do
rid
you have
of your
empathic healing?
fatigued.
I have energizing.
Let me look
Oh
at it.
wait,
You
that's
can
a
heal-
victory point.
The fatigued or exhausted conditions as well as damage conditions. DC 10, 1 degree success for fatigue, 2 degrees success for exhausted. However, you take on the removed conditions and cannot use healing to eliminate your own fatigue, although you can still use victory points to recover from them. If the healing check fails, you must wait the normal recovery time or use extra effort to try again.
Oh, that's just a part of energized.
Unless I copied the wrong thing, yes.
I have a thing that does something similar, but it's with leadership. It also says about victory points, and I've never heard of that. Because I can help get rid of a stats effect.
Let's see. No, yeah, that's just a part of energizing. Oh, yeah, so you are also fatigued and exhausted.
Swag.
So fatigued, you're hindered, which means that you move at half your speed. And you can't recover until you have at least an hour of rest. And...
Well, that'll give us enough time to wait for Sasha to get here. Maybe.
Exhausted. You are near collapse. You are impaired and hindered. Impaired meaning you suffer a -2 circumstance penalty to all checks. And you have to recover similar to fatigued. It takes an hour of rest.
Uh-oh, guys.
Is this though those types of things? Because isn't an affliction power different?
In what way?
Because I think affliction, the power has like it goes away at the end of a turn or something. They recover 1 degree at the end of a turn, or is that wrong?
Let's see.
Unless he has something to make it not.
Might be thinking about weakness.
No, you are correct. Though.
Oh.
I don't like the way I don't like that he said though.
Because there was a thing I did. What was it? 1 second. Is that what I did? 1 second.
New systems are so fun, guys.
I know. Yeah, I believe that is.
Someone's fighting behind you. Oh my god. It's the middle of the day. Why the fuck are they fighting? They can't be drunk. Unless they are. And then you're stuck in traffic because someone got into an accident closing like half of the lanes.
Yeah, okay.
Too busy over. I'm not too busy not reading your messages because I'm fucking about to pass out from healing everyone.
Yeah, that's for normal afflictions. Not for
Oh
this one.
no.
Well, you know what might be able to help?
I don't.
Nullify, maybe? Well, it is. I do call it it's the nullification bomb. Could I try a nullification bomb with the what is it? The descriptor affliction?
I wouldn't use affliction. Affliction is just the power.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about
Probably
Like
biological,
sickness.
but sickness is probably a good one. Disease, something like that.
yeah. But if you can't do that and have to do biological, let me step out first.
I think when we were fighting him the first time, he specifically bragged that it wasn't a disease.
No. That's for his other one that worked on your light.
Yeah,
the
that's
light
just
season.
the the sneeze thing.
What a weirdo.
It
I
is
know.
like a weird, fun fact. You're just statistically more likely to sneeze if you are in direct sunlight. They have a thing in place for jet pilots for that, actually.
Whoa.
What's the power for your bomb?
Nullification.
Oh, nullify. That's what it is.
Yes. And I have broad, so I can use a broad descriptor instead of like a specific one. So I can use something like magical, mutant, technological, like just a big thing. But yeah, I will set it to like disease and set it out.
Oh, your bomb is made incorrectly. Because when you make the power, you have to set the descriptor. Broad allows that descriptor to be broader.
Oh, so you can't change your bomb each time? It has to be like one type?
Yeah, correct.
Oh, that's so lame, actually.
Yeah, nullify can counter particular effects of a particular descriptor, such as fire effects, magical effects, yada, yada, yada. You counter one effect of your chosen descriptor per use of nullify.
I will get rid of this power.
Well, I mean, it can still be good against some particularly annoying powers like healing or, you know, impervious. And
It's
broad.
a lot of points for to make it for like one effect that might not happen. Which at most, then what I'll have to do is something I can do is make 6 versions of it with 6 different descriptors because it's all the same points, but I can give all 6 of them different descriptors because each one I've paid the points for it.
If you just give it an alternate effect, you can do as many as you want.
Yeah, it's the alternative effect.
Yeah.
Is that all it is? I just need to get one extra effect.
Well, it's 1 point, and you essentially take all your power points besides that one again for a different version of the same power, essentially.
Yeah,
So
my
you can make
thought
another
is,
power, but you can't use them together unless you do dynamic effect. Then sometimes you can use it together, but that's twice the cost of alternate effect.
my
Just
thought
flat
is
two.
I have 6 henchmen, and this is a henchman ability. I have paid for the points, so it's equal distribution. So each henchman has a nullify power. Therefore, all I can do is give each henchman a different descriptor,
Yeah.
and then that's the idea.
If
It's
it's
just
just
give
broad,
each
you
one
can cover a lot of
broad.
stuff.
Because I would have one for magical, like one for. I just need to come up with like 6 broad effects that I think would do that. Biological would definitely be like biological for things like this. Biological, not technological. That would fuck me up.
Psychic or something.
Psychic, magical. Probably healing is definitely one I do. Yeah, I'll come up with them, but yeah, those are like the 4 that I immediately was like, yeah, those are the couple I know. That's how I'd address that then, is I will have 6 versions set to 6 types.
Yeah. Because it's very convenient, you can just decide to make that now. Go ahead and make for me an intelligence-based check.
Like technology?
No, just intelligence.
Oh.
To see if you could think about this kind of thing beforehand so you can have the convenient power.
Almost on a 15.
All right, so unfortunately for this situation, you didn't have that particular one.
I will codify them later.
The DC was 15.
Oh,
Oh,
I gotta say, this Foundry dice roller is not a fan of me.
Me
I would
neither.
hero point you, but I want it. It's mine.
Eh. We got big resistances to worry about.
yeah, that's true.
All right, so what do you guys do? And Monochrome, you can be here, I guess, at any point.
Monochrome is here.
Yeah,
I mean, I did say that, but he hasn't yet to act in the scene, so I don't know if
yeah I
he's waiting.
did.
Did you?
I was moving all the people over to the healing area.
Oh, I see.
Which after that first burst, I'd look visibly exhausted and tired. breathing
Let's
is-
see something.
You
Does it
okay?
matter how many times you become fatigued and exhausted?
I don't know.
I don't
It
think
does
it
not.
stacks like that. So you can just take them all onto you at once and have no difference.
That's true.
Well, I guess for every person you're helping, I need another fortitude check.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
All right,
Because
I
you're
can
bringing
do
them
it.
to me, and I said I'm not getting close.
You want me to roll 20 fortitude checks right now?
Well, I mean,
I did it. I'm immune.
that's not how that works.
+5. Got a 39.
That's not how that works.
All right, now just roll like 20 something more times.
Just keep going.
What?
I told you I'm immune.
I think he's immune, Cam.
Well, because any one of these, like that one, that 19, you go unconscious.
I got +5.
Oh, right. Fair enough. Though, you still, that is 2 degrees, you become exhausted and fatigued.
Heal me now so I can go back in for more.
Okay. Keep rolling. You can always just go unconscious.
You're cured.
Not anymore, I'm not.
Damn it.
Oh god. Crusher feels bad. He's gonna help.
You're cured.
Roll a fortitude.
God damn it. Oh my god. Crusher!
Uh-oh. I'm sorry!
Crusher goes unconscious.
I go in, I go, ooh, this one's a bit hard too. Oh, and I pull Crusher back.
Oh my god.
Do you want me to use my hero point?
You're cured.
Thank you.
Not you, that was for Monochrome.
Man.
This is really affecting me here. Oh my god.
Well, you don't need to roll every time. You just need to roll at the end.
Well, no, I'm curing Crusher so he can fucking wake up.
Oh, no, you
Unless
can't
he
remove
can't.
the incapacitated.
Ah, shit.
You can only
Oh,
remove
fuck.
exhausted and fatigued.
Okay, I'll hero point that.
I think you used your hero point earlier, did you not?
No. I haven't used it at all.
Because
No, she offered it to
monochrome.
Alex. No, she offered it to Alex, but then forgot that offered it to Monochrome.
Yeah, it was monochrome.
But that was only
Uh,
because Monochrome used his, and Alicia forgot that like if you roll below 10, you just get a +10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. All right.
He's
Are you sure I'm not immune?
Yes.
What if I roll 3 nat 20s in a row this time?
Let's see. Actually, can you actually get unconscious? That was the question that was not asked. Because 2 minus would be 15. Yes, you can. If you roll 1.
Oh no.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What?
Would
4s back to back.
would the exhausted and
You're good.
fatigued affect my fortitude?
I don't believe so. Oh no,
Stop.
exhausted makes you -2.
Oh no.
Oh wait, that means
That
all
would make
these
me
are at-
fail on all of these 3s.
But were you cured? See, we're rolling too
Oh, no.
many dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been cured every time I've gotten whatchamacallit.
He has been. I've been.
Not
Cure me
every
again.
time. That 7 healing spores earlier did nothing.
And then
That wasn't on me. That was on
See, that's why we're rolling too many dice. How am I supposed to know?
And I rolled a 22.
I'm keeping track.
Sorry.
Because there's
Is
also
that-
another 7 right before that one.
Yeah, it's because Slug's rolling like 10 times.
If I fail, I'm just redoing another one.
Isn't that not how that works? If you fail, you have to use extra effort to do it
Do
again,
I?
or they have to recover
Oh,
naturally.
Well, yeah, I don't know what. I guess then.
Oh,
Damn.
yeah, actually, that's true.
Where is the energizing? There it is.
Well, I think that's just also just a part of healing in general. The healing skill. Or power. So if you failed at all, then he would maintain that same condition and thus would have to do a normal recovery check.
Which takes an hour?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, technically, if you be, well, yeah, for exhausted. So,
And damn, I failed way earlier then.
yeah.
On me?
Yeah.
Not way earlier.
My second, because I. Let's see, yeah, because you have your. Not 20, and then.
Her
24.
Literally her second roll on you.
Yeah.
Well, then get wrecked. Be a better healer. Rolling bad is inexcusable, and I would never do it.
Anyway, you become incapacitated.
Good. This is what I wanted.
So Monochrome, being very heroic, bringing quite a few people in before eventually succumbing to the illness. And falling unconscious. So now currently we have Celestine who's exhausted. And what's going on with Crusher?
I rolled a
Unconscious.
24.
You rolled a 24. Okay. That makes you exhausted. And then you were
24?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you hero pointed
Yeah.
it.
Okay. And you haven't declared. So are you moving more people? What's going on, Crusher? You're also currently up and exhausted.
Damn, I want to help more people, but I don't want to pass out like Monochrome. Fuck.
And what about the mercenaries?
Alex VRB.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. All right, what are you two doing then?
I need to help them, but I put myself at risk.
If only we had someone here that, I don't know, just a random example, like could summon guys with basically infinite fortitude or something, infinite stamina, something like that.
I don't think they
Just
actually have infinite fortitude.
a random example.
They have infinite toughness, but,
But
I don't think they can.
I don't think they can be affected by biological effects. So
Yeah.
they could potentially help.
Fucking public transportation user. Hi, Sasha.
Hey.
Dr. Plague. We never found him. We just found a bunch of passed out people. We've been trying to help them, but fuck, it's tough.
It looks like some kind of fever or cold. It would be hard to exactly discern.
It always does. He gave them cancer? Oh, yeah, no, I don't trust that either. Sorry, it's hard to hear you from all the way on the other side of this plaza. Is there a distance from what I can see from like Monochrome and Crusher?
Well, it seems that like touching the people is what causes you to become infected.
Don't touch them!
Yeah. There's a big pharmaceutical store that you were told was where he was, so.
I feel like I'm gonna pass out. Trying to heal all these people is a lot of work.
Okay. So at this point, that Dr. Plague emerges from the store wearing his lab coat, like the toxic green goggles, and he's got snot coming down his nose. And he's just like, ha ha ha! I am victorious! No, you can't stop me. No one can stop me. As he begins trying to run away at human speed.
Hey, you got something on your nose! You gotta wipe it off, it's gross!
My speed is halved,
Yes,
right?
correct.
Alright, I'll begin flying after him at like 16 meters per round.
Well, what's it bring your speed value to? That's all I need to know.
Oh, 1 flying.
That's still faster than he can run. He's got 0. He ain't
No,
fast.
running brings it up to 1.
Oh, that's true.
I have another goofy idea.
Hit him with your car.
Well, that's a great idea.
That's a great
Yeah.
idea.
That's pretty fun compared to what I had.
Why don't you infect my windshield?
Because the other plan I had was he's trying to run away and he's already got some distance on us. What if I just shoot him with my teleport gun and teleport him right next to us?
And he can infect you.
Yeah, but he's next to us now.
True.
That's true. Just put him right in the loving arms of the golems.
Can you choose where he teleports to? I thought it was
Yeah.
just like 2 miles in any direction.
Oh no, it's up to 2 miles.
Oh. Swag.
Yeah,
Good.
that's the max distance, and it's like, and it doesn't have to be like specific if I want to. But yeah, it is an attack, and so if I succeed on an attack roll, I think he has to make a dodge. That's how it works. A dodge resistance check, or he's teleported.
Yep.
All right, I will do the Rift Gate field test.
Okay.
Okay. If you want,
You're blowing all of our hero points so early.
this will just poof the villain into your golem's hands. I'll try. To be fair, it won't let me fail, but okay,
Critical.
that's a crit.
Okay. And now he has to make a dodge resistance. What's the effect?
The effect is going to be a 9.
Nice.
It doesn't
So he has a
do
DC
damage,
19.
is the thing, but it just for like if it affects DC stuff. Because all it does is is if the attack hits, you make that resistance, and then it teleports you. It doesn't do damage.
Right. Yeah, but the dodge resistance is against the effect.
Yeah, so it's a 9.
Yeah, which is 19 because it's effect plus 10.
Yep.
Is the DC. All right. Well, he's not super good at this, so we'll see how he does. He succeeds with a plus
Are
1.
you kidding me? Can you hero point? Yeah, can you hero point?
No,
to
you
force a
cannot hero
villain
point
to
enemy
reroll?
rolls.
Dang.
You know, there are times I don't think Mutants and Masterminds likes me.
Same.
So you shoot the bolt, and reflexively he shoots a wave of snot that hits the energy blast, essentially teleporting amongst all the golems. Just a snot.
The Crusher tries to not throw up when he sees this.
All he does is he holsters his fake teleport gun and takes out his real gun.
Okie dokie. All right, so you run up to him.
Oh no.
Yeah, you're like fucking grappling a fucking like poxwalker over here.
Okay. That most definitely hits. And this is Fortitude? Okay, he does have a good Fortitude. He fails.
Yes.
So he's moving at 1/2 speed. Or technically it's -1 speed, I think, actually.
If he's running, it's 0 speed. But if he's not, then it is -1.
Then it's 0 speed. All right, but he's running. He's like, "Ugh, ugh," as he's trudging through. His turn, I suppose. You're close enough. He is going to snot bomb you. Does a 15 hit your dodge DC? He has no modifier. To be fair, that means that when he hits you, it's really, really bad.
Damage 20.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
The 15 dodge? Man, your fucking toughness sucks. It's a 5 when you're within 30 feet of me.
So he blows a big blob of snot at you. You dodge out of the way. What do you do now? Okay. Hits. Yeah. Anyone else doing anything at this time?
Celestial Blast, but non-lethal.
Okay.
-2 for this.
Okay. Still
20
more than hits.
28, and then because of multi-attack, it's... I think it's +5 to the resistance
It's
check?
based on the amount of over success, which his dodge is 11. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's definitely I believe it's +5.
it is +5.
So the toughness he has to make is 18 plus 5, 23.
Oh.
Okay. So
I did say non-lethal.
you did say non-lethal. Well, I mean, it's still because 23. So 23 is 1, 18 is 2, 13 is 3, 8 is 4. Yeah, so he gets incapacitated.
I'll handcuff him.
All right. As he's incapacitated, many of you feel better. Monochrome, you wake up.
I still feel like shit though because mine is unrelated to his powers, right?
Nope. You gain the condition, right?
Yeah.
Is how it works. Yeah. So his power is a concentration effect. Yes.
Thank goodness.
It doesn't matter. Once you're affected, you're affected. So he's handcuffed.
Yeah, let's get him out of here.
I'm glad we got him. He was disgusting. But at least now he can't get anybody ever again. Ugh.
I see. But you guys succeeded in taking down Dr. Plague. A little annoying.
I wake up and get my bearings, figuring out what is happening.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
also funny side fact. All the people at the hospital that you took that person to wake up.
Yeah. In my defense,
You didn't know.
you only said it was when you touched the bodies after I was already unconscious.
Well, yeah, because you didn't know. You touched someone and you were perfectly fine.
Yeah, that you made me roll every time I got into the area, not when I touched someone.
No, you were helping people. That's what the whole point was.
Yeah, but you said when I enter the area I have to do it.
No, I didn't say when you entered the area.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I first
said.
arrived, you definitely said when you enter this area.
No,
like,
you-
it's when you first arrived.
When
like,
you first
time.
arrived, you went to go help someone.
Oh yeah, the verbiage for that is very specific. Because that happened with me too.
Anyways, I let the others handle them, and I begin going around helping the others, or the civilians, to their feet. Getting them squared up.
Okay. Okay, well, before the boys arrive, Dr. Plague wakes up and he begins chuckling to himself.
What's so funny, Plague?
You guys can't stop the common cold. There's still plenty more people sick in this city. No. I made sure to infect everyone in public transportation. Was easy enough. If you all take me to jail now, I'll set off the virus bomb, and many people will collapse while driving on the road. Better release me now, or people are gonna get hurt.
Can I do an insight
Yeah,
check?
Sure.
allow a little light bulb from my forehead to insight this guy. Wait, what? Oh no!
Never mind.
What happened to my stats?
What do you mean?
Where am I? Oh, one of my abilities was turned off.
Sorry, Alex. One of those days. Curse you, D20!
Okay, I think all my abilities are back on. Tell me your inner secrets.
He is telling the truth.
Oh no.
Dude literally rode the buses and infected bus keepers by, like, patting them on the shoulder or whatever, or handing them infected money.
Dr. Plague, you fiend!
So you know what to do, heroes.
Wait. As like Lockdown is piecing this together, that implies he has a method of activating it himself.
It
Does it
does.
seem like it is a power-based thing, or is it a like technological method that he would do that?
From what you know, he has the power to control sickness.
Yeah, okay.
It
So
is a
it would just
power.
be a power.
Could just kill him.
Whoa.
I'm not opposed to that.
Is this Slug talking
Okay.
to Alex?
That's immediately where Lockdown's thinking is like, well, if I just kill him, then it won't happen.
Wait, if he gets knocked out, his powers get nullified, right?
You need to keep him knocked out
Well-
for all eternity.
He has multiple sickness powers.
Yeah.
The one you guys dealt with was just one power.
But if he's unconscious, he can't activate it.
Ah.
Yeah.
But I don't have that power.
And the government probably has methods of imprisoning people and turning off their powers.
I mean, they probably do.
Fuck, 1 second.
But we then have to keep him unconscious until the government gets a hold of him.
Well, also, you have to knock him out faster than he can do it.
Yeah.
Who's the fastest?
Monochrome.
If you guys want, I could kill him at instant speed, but I'm not down for that.
I was thinking more of knock him out. And And
I
then
don't know
quickly
if I can
bringing
do
him to the
that.
government.
Well, this would be a contested initiative.
Yeah.
What's your agility, Monochrome?
0, but I have +8 to initiative.
Oh.
But I don't think I have it in me to knock him out. I don't think it's that easy for me.
Well. Well, he's currently still very injured. So he's essentially one damage success. One toughness fail
I would literally
away.
just have to hit him once.
Well, and you'd have to not out tough it enough.
Yeah.
Dang, if only you could stop the buses somehow.
But also, like, do the thing. We gotta talk to the cops about it.
Well, I'm assuming one of us has some sort of power or ability to stop buses, since it's ominously hinted at us. I
Either Sasha or you. Just you going around super fast, or Sasha doing concrete stuff somehow.
Well,
It's probably-
know,
I think it's
only
more
you guys had
tech-based.
some kind of communication device you could tinker
Yeah.
with.
I have a police skin.
I'm assuming it's
Lockdown.
one of us going, "Hey, let me make a device."
Lockdown or me.
I mean, could certainly try to do that.
Do you have what you call it? Skill mastery for it, Alex? Lockdown?
Skill mastery for technology?
Yeah,
No.
I do. So I can just get a 30 whenever I want.
That'd be pretty helpful.
So I can go make it.
We could also use Celestine's fans to quickly spread this info. It's being live streamed.
Probably not to every bus driver, though. It doesn't have to be a good chunk. It has to be all of them.
True.
That's so unbelievably unlikely.
They're not watching Celestine while they're driving.
buses. I don't think that's how that works.
It's that'd be a very uninteresting show. All you hear is, "Ugh, ah, smash,
Celestial Black!
Celestial blast."
Yeah,
That's my favorite part.
the method that I'm thinking is because the how the nullify power works is it is a sound-based thing. So fuck with like a radio system, broadcast it over a radio channel that maybe the buses use to like communicate with each other. Then broadcast the noise of the nullify power over the bus system to try to counteract it.
I thought it was just tell the bus drivers to stop.
That's just a little extra funny way you could do it.
Alex over here making things a little more complicated.
100%. I'm thinking of another extra layer we could do. Unless that is going to be third down one of the session. That would be crazy.
Or
But that is another alternative funny effect, because imagine he's bluffing all this and then like we do the like screwing noises and then do that and it's like, well, I turned off your power. You have no bargaining chip, loser. But yeah, I mean, we have the methods to communicate. We can just say stop. Stop your bus. It's like speed, but you could turn it off.
Or
It's like
we could-
speed, but you stop the bus before the bomb goes on.
No, he seems to have some kind of psychic connection to disease.
Psychic connection. Oh,
I did say. But I mean, we could like mess with the communicator to just tell the bus to stop.
You could.
yeah.
You could hijack their radio signal. It probably would not be that difficult.
I do it.
Okay,
We
make
could-
technology,
okay.
please.
Skill mastery.
And
Mastery.
this is not a routine check. Oh wait,
Under any circumstances.
under any circumstances. Okay,
So 30.
okay. I'm sure that's fine, but what is the penalty for doing it instantly? Because there is a penalty if you're trying to do it like immediately. Oh, where's inventor? Jury rigging. Here we go. DC is increased by +5. All right, you're fine.
Yay.
Let me the DC go from 15 to 20.
Let's go.
So, man, yeah, skill mastery. It's pretty good.
It is.
All right, so, probably doing this away from Dr. Plague, so he doesn't just like no and activate it immediately.
Yeah, do this
Yeah.
covertly.
You command all the buses to stop. Hopefully they do.
I do say Dr. Plague has infected you all.
Like that might cause a bit more panic.
Should I say you're all in danger?
Well, that's just
I mean,
way
don't know.
more intense.
if it well, this is a superhero thing. If you got a radio thing in a superhero city saying, "Hello, I am a superhero. A supervillain is gonna fuck with your bus. Stop it." You're like, "Well, I would like the thing that makes me my income preserved." And I wouldn't panic. I'd be like, "Ah, it's Tuesday." But how many superheroes and supervillains take public transit and try to fuck around?
But yeah, unfortunately at this moment it's hard to know whether you're successful
Yeah.
or not. But with that, you guys just turn them in.
Yeah, it was gonna be a preemptive, just like a bonk, like
Yeah.
just knock him out real quick as like he's talking like, "You've lost. I'm gonna set off the bonk."
Okay. All right, you guys do so. It doesn't matter whether he activates his power or not.
We've at least let them all know, so it hopefully is limited. But if he wakes up, he can just activate it whenever he wants.
That's true.
But all the buses, hopefully, are stopped, so nothing bad should happen.
Okie dokie. You guys saved the day. There's some bus drivers were like, oh shit, and they try pulling off the road and causing some minor accidents, but nothing severe and acceptable as far as hero work is concerned. But yeah, you guys defeated Dr. Plague. Honestly, I thought I was gonna have to get way trickier with Dr. Plague than I had to. Due to your heroic actions, Monochrome, go ahead and take a hero point. Putting yourself knowingly at risk for the sake of helping sick people. Very valiant.
It's all in a day's work. Just had to nap it off for a little. Is that one of Celestine's motivations and or complications?
Think so. I was just doing good, but like I specifically like didn't. I tried to stay away from them so I could help out, but like I did try to get them out of danger. I don't know. It's up to Cam.
Well, no. Your power where you remove fatigue or exhaustion. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
Whenever you guys do something that's like for your motivations or whatever, it has to make your character's life inconvenient to some degree.
And I specifically made it not inconvenient for me.
Yeah. Just helping people is a part of your job, but Monochrome kept going back and rescuing people despite the knowledge that they're incredibly sick and, you know, it could put him out.
And it did.
And it did eventually. It's a very Superman moment there.
Yeah, I got there and I was like, oh man, this is gonna be bad. But I knew if I had to choose between the villain getting away and helping people out, I'm gonna help them. I give a firm shoulder pat to my teammates. Say, you all did well. I was just holding you back in that situation.
Please.
You weren't at all.
I was unconscious.
Because you were doing good things. You were trying to help them. Don't be too hard on yourself.
Even I almost passed out. It was really hard.
It was a very strong effect.
You guys want to pose for the drone group photo after our first successful outing?
Sure.
Oh, all right. I try to look valiant.
I motion
pose.
knockdowns minions over. Get in for the photo.
Yeah, because he was about to make sure they're like set off a little bit, but they immediately move in. He at least is like ever so slightly separate for himself.
Fair.
The anti-heroes. But then there's just 6 spec op guys doing little poses.
They're
You
doing
got like finger guns and peace signs. One's doing bunny ears to the other.
Gretchen has a big old thumbs up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's full on. They're like full posing.
And because it's a live stream, it's not really a photo, but it's like we all stand still for a second, and then I'll screenshot and send it to everyone later.
By the way, because you guys were struggling a little bit, What Dr. Plague was doing was stealing all the cold medicine from the pharmacy.
I assume that was what was happening.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't blame him because a lot of that shit's like $20, like a box. That's insane.
No, he
I think
just
he
wants
just
more
wanted
people
it
to
to
get the
be-
flu.
Yeah, so no one
Yeah.
can heal themselves.
I'd steal it though because that's like $20 a box.
Right.
He'd
And
steal
it's
it in Minecraft, IRA or government.
I'd steal it right now from Rite Aid in 10 minutes. At this real address. So real. I cannot express.
Alex craves jail.
Cool.
If someone shows up at my house because of Mutants and Masterminds fucking like session 3 or 4, I said I was gonna steal cold medicine from Rite Aid, I would take that.
They obviously are way more in this game than I am.
Like they succeeded a check. That is just a really funny moment that I would like. I have an eternal story, so I'll take that shit.
But all right.
Big Pharma got me. They don't want Dayquil. Stole.
You guys were successful. Let's go ahead and take a quick 10-15 minute break. And then we'll get right back into the second half of the session.
Nice.
We'll be right back. All right, we've returned. So, a successful mission under y'all's belts. Some more time will pass if there's anything y'all want to do.
This
True.
strange man ever hand you money or touch you? Oh,
Yeah, you were directly exposed to that power type.
which means all of us were too when we came in contact with you.
In all fairness, I was exposed to it when I came in contact with all of the unconscious civilians.
That sounds fake.
I mean, I could always try to find a way to counter it. I just have to fuck around. Well, we just have to. I have to figure that out. It'd just be. We'd have to look at it because I'm curious. So if like there's a tell that we've been exposed to like that, what he was talking about, the like I can psychically trigger this thing. So if it's just I trigger this and you get sick because it sounds like it's the situation that's dangerous. It's not like the actual effect of it.
Yeah. He makes you sick.
Yeah, he controls the common cold.
Yeah. Well, he controls the common cold and can enhance or diminish certain symptoms. Being as effective as a full-on, like, life-threatening fever, or something so subtle that you wouldn't even know you were infected. Not a lot is really known, other than he seems to be suffering from some incurable disease.
Some people, when they suffer, all they want is to see others suffer with them.
Probably a weird experimental cold or something like that. Maybe he worked at some sort of like experimental lab and he fell in a vat of pure common cold and was mutated. Like wiggles his fingers. Isn't that how a lot of superpowers happen?
That's how I got my powers.
You fell in
What'd you
You
fall
fell
into
into
a vat of?
a vat of common cold?
No, I was just joking.
Oh.
Oh.
How did you get your powers?
Well, I was sort of born with them.
Ah, lucky.
Well, I
Would be
wasn't
awkward.
quite as bright then. I wouldn't say my powers were useful back in those days. If I was a hero with the same powers as back then, my name would likely be Sparkler or something of the sort.
So, born with it, created, and then what? Crusher, were you also born with it? Created? Took a secret soldier serum or something? I fucking...
Alicia's never here. Quit drinking so much water.
Just passed out on the couch.
Can't believe this.
I see.
Well,
I don't think that's true.
Man spider.
I heard that was actually copyrighted.
Well, yeah, the non-copyright version is Spider-Man, but he doesn't have the hyphen.
Yeah,
Whoa.
it's back to the Spider-Man.
Yeah, this one is very specific to say, hey, no hyphen. You want to get sued? We don't have that hyphen there.
No hyphen. Do not drop the.
And you cannot say he's amazing.
I am not
It's
amazing.
only pretty okay.
I am solid at
It's
best.
the okay man spider.
The adequate Spider-Man.
Humble to a fault, they call him. Your tolerable neighborhood Spider-Man.
I wasn't bitten by a radioactive spider to give me
I
my
bit
powers.
the spider.
I was bitten by a normal Black Widow. It wasn't anything too special about it.
I saw a spider that was like glowing red and blue, so obviously I did the normal thing and I ate it.
Yeah.
After biting a radioactive spider, I gained the powers of a spidered man. That's a great character. You should toss him in there, Cam.
I'll
Great,
consider
unique
it.
idea.
It only comes with the downside that he must subsist off of only spiders.
That's his limitations for all of his powers.
Yeah, he has to eat a spider first before he uses any power.
He's not just like Popeye, but it's spiders instead of spinach.
Like the Popeye theme plays.
No, that's copyrighted as well.
That one isn't. It's
I don't know. That
public
one's
domain,
really
probably.
old. Well, no, because Steamboat Willie, I think, is before it, and that just became uncopyrighted.
2025.
Oh, shit, yeah, next year Popeye will be public
Yeah.
domain. That's
All
gonna
right.
be worrying.
Hold off on introducing this character until next year.
Okay.
Then you can hum the Popeye theme while the alright Spider-Man, he comes out and he eats a spider and then he swings around on a web. And he's a little rude to somebody in like Brooklyn. He's not like super friendly. He's like slightly like passive aggressive about it. Because he cannot be your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He cannot. That's his other limitation. He's very strict on copyright.
Let's do Spider-Man, but let's turn the dial down just like a couple notches.
Let's turn the dial down and make him a little annoying. As
I love
a
the
person.
idea that there's just like there's a job in this world where it's like almost a lawyer. They work with superheroes when they're and supervillains when they're just getting started to be like, all right, so let's iron out your hero or villain identity. You can't do that actually. It's taken. It's copyrighted. I hear there's a hero down in Zimbabwe going with that sort of thing.
You would have to like that. You actually would have to do that.
Yeah.
Because like it's a brand, and you can't have like multiple people of the same name running around.
This is the bit about
Well, only
the
if you're
new-
corporate. If you're a vigilante, I mean, technically, you're already just breaking the law.
True,
Yeah.
and you
yeah,
can
but
get
it's
away
sort of
with
a
it.
respect thing.
Well, granted, then you're just like all you're doing is you're fucking yourself over freelance, because then all the SEOs is fucked up. Because you look up your
Yeah.
name, and if you named yourself after a more popular hero, that's messed up. But you could probably pay Google, put yourself at the top of like the search for like the advertised stuff, So then when people are like, I want to hire out blank hero, you're at the top and they call you instead.
It's just the bit of a new thug shows up in Gotham, and his whole deal is that he uses a bat as a weapon, so he just calls himself Batman. And everyone's like, you know you can't do that, right? He's like, what are you talking about? This is just who I am. This is my name. I'm Batman. I use the bat.
Anywho, so
So as we're chilling around here, I guess. Speaking on lawyers, should we try looking for one? Especially after the whole accounted for situation. They have like corporate lawyers for that. We need a different type of lawyer, but I'd prefer not to talk to my parents. Try to avoid as much as possible. So if anyone has other ideas or connections, speak up, or I guess I'll be forced to call them.
I mean, I have no connections other than we both have the money to, you know, just hire a firm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we should find a lawyer that is particularly sympathetic toward the hero cause.
Is there... I have an idea. Is there a superhero lawyer?
there's a lot of superhero lawyers.
I mean, like...
A lawyer that is a
Lawman.
superhero.
Yeah, like a
That's
superhero
also a superhero.
whose power is that he's a lawyer.
Is Phoenix right in this world?
Yeah, Phoenix, right? And he,
Good.
Well, unfortunately, most of them are like the judge or something along those lines. And from what you know, they are the most pain in the ass to deal with because they will follow everything down to the letter. Very
That's why-
bureaucratical.
That's why we
very-
need a Phoenix, right?
We do need a Phoenix, right? Not these absolute lawful.
Can we get Saul Goodman?
All right, not that far either.
Oh man.
Well, it is the kind of the case. What we're really getting at here is the decision to go official. Because there's getting a lawyer is one thing, but technically we are freelance vigilantes, which is illegal. The goal of this is to become an official like team to replace the previous one, right? Monochrome. That is the plan of this.
That is the idea, but if being officially recognized imposes certain restrictions on us, we might just want to stay as vigilantes. I'm not necessarily an expert on the benefits and drawbacks of being supported by the government, but
The one that I'm aware of, which is one that I am just a little bit wary about, is the part where you have to give your personal information to the government.
Oh.
Probably why we should talk with a lawyer.
Yeah.
Because the big thing is, I don't want to just go searching for one. I want a guaranteed good one. So if none of you know someone already, I'm gonna call my parents.
Yeah, that is a point. I could. I have a thing that I'm gonna check.
Okay.
I'm just seeing if I have this a specific advantage. I do not. Damn, I thought I had connections. I could have sworn I grabbed that.
Well, if you guys want to look for your own lawyer,
I was gonna suggest, honestly, in the Saul Goodman aspect, the get us like a super villain lawyer, basically.
well, okay, so here's what, because I've been thinking about this ever since last time. I talked to Booter about it prior as well, so I've invented a mechanic for finding a lawyer. So it's going to be a group check investigation. So you guys have to designate who your main investigator is, and then everyone else can assist. Now, you guys need to set the DC. The higher the DC you set, the better your lawyer is. But if you over succeed every 5 points, then you can add special traits to your lawyer. Special descriptors, as you were. Make them a bit more custom. So the base DC is 15.
I do not have investigation at the moment.
I have 5.
Mine is an 8.
Oh my god.
Is it you?
Yeah,
What is it?
a 9. And then but I also do have this ability right here. Let me get it. It's more to... No, never mind, that wouldn't work. Sorry.
Can I replace my either, I don't know, depending on your answer, like either my aid roll or the main roll with a persuasion check through connected?
Yes.
Okay. Says I have a 13 persuasion, and I don't know if this will be either the main roll or the aid roll.
Oh, yeah. How do teamwork checks work?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was gonna post mine. 'cause
So
I
how
was-
how teamwork works is everyone else will make the same check against a DC 10. For every success you guys garner, if you guys gain 2 successes over, or I guess 1 success over for 2 degrees, you get a +2 to the check, and if you get 3 or more, it's +5.
Damn. And that can
Nice.
stack with infinitely? They're basically how
No,
many
no,
people
no,
there
no,
are
no.
maybe?
It's either +2 or +5.
Oh, okay. I'm saying like if
and-
multiple people are aiding, it's like you can only get a +5.
And for the connected, I mean, it says help with the legal matter right there. You can make it your primary check if you can be the primary if you so choose.
Okay. I think that's the best option. Good. 13.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, because it's a 9 highest investigation or a 13 persuasion. That sounds better. And then what do we want to set the DC at?
Well, the highest DC I think is like 50 or something like that. It's really, really high.
And what's the lowest? The lowest is a 10, I assume. Right?
No, lowest for you guys for this one is 15.
15.
And then every
And-
increment of 5 is essentially the next step up. So the next one would be 20.
35 maybe? 30?
35?
I was thinking 25.
Oh,
Yeah.
Am
Well,
I able
remember,
to-
you need over successes every 5 over the DC you set to get additional
Oh,
traits as
true.
well.
That's why I was
Sorry.
thinking 25. There's a chance that at base the lawyer is good, with a chance that we can also get over success.
Am I able to aid in the connected roll with persuasion?
No.
We got to roll investigation.
Yeah,
It's a
Celestine
DC 10,
is
so-
using her contacts, so.
Yeah, we just got to make a
Yeah.
DC 10. So that's all we have to worry about. I think it's a solid target.
Okay.
Me too.
So everyone else needs to roll their investigation first. All right, we have 2 successes, 1 success. Okay, yeah. Man, Sasha, you got 25. So that's +5 to your check, Slug. Oh, actually, with the teamwork feats. Oh no, that's just +5 to the aid.
Just for us rolling,
Yeah.
yeah.
I see. It
Okay.
just means if you're not that good, you can still probably help most times.
Yeah, that's what I was banking on.
And DZ 25. Oh,
Oh, fuck.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Alicia
So
didn't wasn't out far off by saying 35.
that is 3 degrees of success total. So you got a pretty good lawyer. All things considering, this lawyer is probably one of the best out there. And they get 3 descriptors you guys can throw onto your lawyer.
don't we get 2? 'Cause we were doing
loyal.
DC 25.
You get 1 initially for
Oh,
the
Yeah,
success.
for hitting the DC.
okay.
The first one should be loyal, like loyal to us. Just to fully cement that they work for us. No, they don't work for other people.
Yes.
I think that's part of loyal, though.
And also just part of being a lawyer.
Yeah. Like, they're not going to go around telling people our secrets if they're loyal. But they're
Yeah,
loyal.
but they're loyal.
You know, I didn't consider it from that point. I think... I don't know. I want to use a 1 to say that they're, like, just a good person. Like,
High
they,
morale.
they're a do-gooder.
Or
We could change. Can I make or just Phoenix Wright as a descriptor? That includes Duke.
No, but you can use some of his descriptors,
And we could do,
how you
like,
would describe him.
We could do the third one being, like, somehow,
Objection.
like find what's a descriptor word for finding loopholes? The act of finding a loophole.
we could just say he's knowledgeable.
That'd be like crafty, honestly.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
Like yeah, crafty, because he'd come up with that. And if we want Phoenix Wright, like, I'm gonna be real, he's a great defense attorney. His strategy would be stressful. His strategy of defending people is bluffing the entire time until he finally gets the evidence he needs. He kind of just throws shit at the wall, and then eventually it works.
Based.
And then also, if we have Phoenix Wright on our squad, the campaign's gonna get harder, because a universal constant of Phoenix Wright is that the universe hates him.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think craft is a good one.
yeah. It's crafty, loyal.
Do-gooder.
Yeah.
Why does he have to be good?
We kind of want a little bit of a devious lad.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's true. I don't want to be working with a devious lad.
It's not like a devious. He's a little bit devious.
Yeah, he could be really good, and he wants to do good by helping heroes be able to do hero stuff.
What if we made him cute for the last
Make him
one?
hot.
Yeah.
Now we're talking. Now we have room for negotiation.
You put something interesting on the table. Okay.
Are you having allergies again?
No, I swear.
Hmm.
We're not in that Pathfinder game.
Oh, that's true. Never mind. Sorry.
Unless Celestine's like parents get a divorce in this game.
What?
Because it's just lockdown might try to get with Celestine's like mom or something, like I did in the Pathfinder game.
I bet Celestine's mom is hot.
Yeah.
All of you shut the fuck up.
I heard the sound. I was like, Slug's reaching for the gun.
Yeah.
She sounds like Celestine's mom sounds like the rich
My mom is
middle-aged
ugly.
woman. I don't know if that's true.
Beauty
Her
is
mom's
in the eye
Hillary
of the
Clinton.
beholder.
Do you want that?
No, she sounds like someone who would like attend galas.
A slightly
Spend-
younger Hillary Clinton.
Can you spend a PowerPoint, Slug, to cement that?
I
No.
don't need to. I did it in my backstory.
How many power
only-
points or hero points do I have to use? I have extraordinary effort as an advantage to increase the effect of my extra effort. Can I extraordinary effort making Celestine's mom hot?
With what
Only with
power are you
Slug's
doing
permission.
this? With what power are you doing this with?
Can I get a hotification beam?
If you don't have a
Enhanced
hot,
trait hot.
if you don't have an enhanced trait hot, no, you can't.
What a dastardly villain we could deal with in the future. A guy with a hotification beam, and he's like, he's going around Emerald City making everyone hot. And just like, what? Do we stop him?
The shame is this is in my other power set, and I can't use those now.
It's in your dark power set.
Yeah,
I actually have a third idea for a descriptor if it counts. What if could we give him superpowers?
He could be powered if you want.
Can we
him
say
to.
he's powered?
Yeah.
Just like for fun? Like because I think like if he's loyal and crafty, like that means he's gonna work for us. Like we want him to be able to like do stuff that's on all shades of it. He's gonna work for us, he's not gonna shift around. We can make him more flexible, make him superpowered. And you know what we could do? We could say, can he be superpowered to be like we were joking about? Can he be superpowered to make him a better lawyer?
That's a good one.
I
But
mean,
in a fun
technically,
way.
sure.
But in like a fun, cool way. Like he's not an asshole like the judge or whoever those fools would be.
I agree. Superpowers, third descriptor.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds like a majority rule.
Yeah.
He is powered. All right, let's dig into this a little bit. How is he loyal to the group? Like, how is it expressed? To what degree? Why?
I think we just find this guy who is like very passionate about hero work and thinks that it's extremely necessary, but knows that it's like beyond him, and is dedicating his sort of life to making sure that heroes are safe in their heroing in the terms of the law.
He's he's like that with as a super powered lawyer, fresh out of law school, like fresh faced, still kind of like he's not jaded by anything, and he is the fact that we're like his first clients, but he's like a prodigy out of it because he's crafty. And so because we're his first clients, he's like, I don't want to fuck this up. Also, because he's working for like superheroes as like his first job, he's like, ah, hell yeah.
So dedicated to the cause, and you guys gave him a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Crafty. All right. How is he crafty?
He can find loopholes in any of the accounted fors.
He's a
Yes.
maestro.
Yeah.
Well, lawyers in general, like, are masters of loopholes. That's just kind of a job.
He's just like a maestro with legal code. He graduated top marks. This is something a little statement for y'all in law school. He graduated and passed the bar first try. On average, you at least fail it once or twice. Actually, fun fact. Like next to never happens. You pass it your first try. Usually for horseshit reasons, but he's just like they're basically when he was in it, they were like, damn, this is the best guy lawyers ever touched the game. Because he's just like he's got a gift for seeing the connections and seeing the law in ways no one else does. Probably due to some of his powers.
Yeah, I think he's like really good at putting pieces together to get the greater whole. And he can see what's missing and what he needs to get to make it all work.
All right,
Yeah.
so prodigious talents. Got it.
In like yes, that scene in every lawyer thing where they're like paging through like 100 years of legal like history for the case law, he can do in like a minute.
Man was born to be a lawyer.
He was.
He has photographic memory and super speed reading where he just on his free time reads hundreds of case files.
For fun.
Yeah, he's got super speed. He uses it to read.
It's not super speed, it's quickness. There's
Oh,
a
it is
difference.
quickness. You're right.
That's okay. I got his powers set. I know exactly. I got an idea. All right,
Oh.
so where do you guys want to meet him for the first time?
Starbucks.
How about we just go to like an
Starbucks,
actual
maybe.
coffee house? So we're not meeting him at Starbucks.
Well,
Like, we gotta meet somewhere public. 'cause, like, we're
monochrome
gonna meet up
is
with
just a
stranger.
being of pure light. So wherever you guys go,
Yeah.
if it's public, it's gonna be obvious.
Can you put on?
I
Like,
have 6 angel wings that come out of my bag. Wherever we go, it's fine. We're just meeting a lawyer.
Okay.
oh yeah, I can. That's so true. I can bag him. I can tag him and bag him.
Please don't kidnap him.
I can kidnap him.
You can just bring him to the warehouse.
Yeah,
Normally.
we have to talk about him first, but I can put a bag over his head.
Yeah, just be like, we're taking to the secret lair. But given his genius and powers, he might still be able to figure out where you are just by like the shifting of the car and how long it takes.
But
Well,
He's just that good.
we could just bring him back to the secret base.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I do have the tag secret, so
All right. So are you? Is he being invited? Is he being kidnapped?
he's being invited, but like he's being invited to the car.
Okay.
And like he's being told like, hey, you'll meet up with this guy Lockdown, and he'll take you to our secret base that he's got set up. We just want to make sure it's like location stays private for now.
Sure. You can put like a sensory deprivation helmet on him or so whatever.
Yeah, basically. A
You
burlesque
can whip up a one-time gadget to do so. All right. So, what's the scene setup?
the helmet is taken off, and inside of the base, they're in one of the living quarters in the break room. In front, it happened the day already. It wasn't like planned. There are cookie squares because It was
Carol made some.
Carol made some baked goods brought over. They're really good cookie squares. So if he wants some, he can have it. But that's just available. I mean, it's here, so don't worry. It's always here. We got an assortment. We got a Keurig and like a water heater and stuff. But that's taken off. He sees all these like superheroes just sitting in like a normal like break room, basically baked goods near him.
Okay. All right. So, one second. I gotta come up with a name.
What's Daredevil's name?
Well, it has to be legally distinct.
Yeah. How do you legally distinct Matt Murdock?
Yeah. Mike Maddock?
I have
say-
a very interesting idea for the character. I think you'll like him.
Cam looking around his room to try and find a name, looks at the monster manual, flipped open to a certain page, goes, Phoenix, looks to his side and goes, it's my right? Oh, fuck, no.
Phoenix left. There we go.
Oh,
Saved it.
Whoa.
Quick thinking there. Quick thinking.
I like the idea that builds that anytime Cam has to name NPC, he fucking usual suspects, like looks around his room for inspiration. Just names it based on what's hanging up. This NPC, he's a real pathfinder.
yeah, we'll never put that one together.
I'll never discover that. Spoilers, I guess, for fucking Usual Suspects.
What the hell, man?
It's a good movie.
First it's Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2, and now it's Usual Suspects? What the fuck?
It's a good movie. You had like 30 years to watch it.
I had 22 years, actually.
30.
Oh, okay. I've been born. I'm now 30 years old. I'm being forcibly aged.
Well, you just chose not to watch it.
Old.
Times.
Old.
Is this what it feels like, Cam?
Yep. Welcome to my
Damn.
home.
Start ordering that thing Tombstone. You're gonna need it soon.
Alright, you skibbity toilets.
Don't worry, I'll get you a walker for your birthday.
I'll beat you with that walker.
Good luck
You don't
lifting
even
it up
know
with
where I
them,
live.
them dang withered old muscles.
Oh, it's true.
That's pretty sick.
I'll kill Alicia.
No!
In real
Alicia
life.
also has a sword, though.
Yeah, but Alicia will get scared upon me swinging it at her, so she won't swing it at me.
You don't know that.
But she also doesn't want to hurt me, and I want to hurt her.
That's true.
If you're trying to hurt me, then I'll hurt you.
No, you won't.
I don't believe that.
What?
I still think that you're the only person in the whole world that could be in a fight.
I will fight you later on this.
You'll lose.
So unveiling the individual, they are a 6 foot, like bright red hair, bright emerald eyes, very sharp features, very conventionally attractive, wearing like a black and gold like motifed outfit. Very sharp. And when you remove the helmet and everything, like you see like his hair's stylized, obviously with gel. Like he looks the part. He looks almost like he jumped straight out of like Phoenix Wright, essentially. Just that kind of like overly done in style for many of the characters there.
He's lucky that I added in a thing to the sensory deprivation helmet that it preserves complicated hairstyles. Like it cushions it and preserves it so it doesn't like give you helmet hair. Oh yeah. I'm not a monster. I'll just kidnap you. I'm not a monster.
I mean, he's the type of individual that wakes up with magazine-worthy hair.
He's the one where
And he
you
still gels it?
go and try
Yep.
to snap a picture in his worst moment, and then you look down and it's the most beautiful face you've ever seen.
He can look down at the camera.
Oh
He
my
goes,
God.
you snap it mid-sneeze, and he's
We didn't even
giving you
give
a
him the
smolder.
We didn't even give him the cute tag. What the fuck?
Yeah,
No,
we
you guys
did.
made him like the best lawyer ever. So it's a fact. Conventionally attractive lawyers do perform better.
That's very true.
Now imagine if we did give him the cute tag. That'd be crazy.
We like take the helmet off and like it's a choir.
And we all
Yeah.
just fall in love with him instantly.
No, he's
Pass
mine.
out.
But looking you all over, he's a little like shell shocked at first, you know. He looks down at the cookies and he's just like, "May I?"
If you want. They are just for anybody.
They're really good too.
He bites into the cookie. He's like, "Oh," puts his hand on his face.
I stand up and go over to shake his hand. I say, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Monochrome.
He shakes your hand and he's like, "I've heard a lot about you. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir." He smiles, a little bit of a giddiness to it. I got information that I'd be working with you, and I honestly thought it would be too good to be true.
Of course not. We're people just like anyone else. It's just that our occupation is a little more eccentric.
I wouldn't say like anyone else. Don't sell yourself short, but your humbleness is something that people really admire. Well, I will gladly introduce myself to y'all. My name is Faro Klaas. Just out of law school, and I wanted to dedicate my life to ensuring that heroes can do the work that they were meant to do without having to worry about all the bureaucratical work. So, leave the paperwork to me, and I'll make sure you all can just keep doing business as usual.
Andy.
That's amazing.
He looks
the-
over at you, locked down, and you can tell that he's like breaking you down.
Yeah, he's still got the helmet on, like, and
Mhm.
everything. He has preserved the identity.
He looks
That's
over everyone else. He
They-
smiles
you're
at Celestine.
You're the best, and I like salute with one of my wings because I'm holding cookies in my hands.
Not the best yet. Let's get some, well, hopefully not too soon, but let's get some cases under my belt first, and then we can call me that.
Well, then you're amazing.
No, you're amazing. He smiles.
Smile back at him.
I'm very optimistic about our future cooperations.
Me too. You've been doing some good work in the city for the last few years here, a couple years here, Monochrome. You've always been very punctual, worked very hard, done a lot of research on you, and definitely I think you're what the city needs.
I don't know if I'm what they need, but I'm definitely trying my hardest.
Well, I think you're what the city needs, and I'm going to work hard to prove it.
I appreciate that.
Thank you, sir. We really do appreciate it.
Oh, yes. I'm not familiar. What is your name?
I'm the Crusher. He'll stick out his hand.
Not gonna crush my hand, are you?
Oh, no. I only crush bad guys.
Okay, good. Well, then hopefully I won't need to be crushed in the future.
I don't think you will.
Sorry. I realized I laughed a little too loud.
He looks over at Sasha and is like, I'm not familiar with you either. No, not particularly. Ah, I see. You all really did need a lawyer then.
Yes, it's likely that you'll be dealing with Sasha a lot more in the future, in particular.
Then I guess I'm just gonna have to get to know him better. He smiles. And the notorious lockdown. I've heard a lot about you, sir.
All good things, I hope.
No, not many, honestly.
That I am actually pleased to hear.
What is a notorious mercenary for hire doing with someone like Monochrome?
There is an opportunity for a alternate revenue stream.
Well, you were never one to directly heist. Always just getting paid to do some kind of takedown work, a lot of hits.
Usually.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're the one I'm most concerned about. Monochrome, is this really the kind of individual you want to be working with?
I am aware of Lockdown's previous endeavors, but I'm optimistic about the future on our team here, and I think with any luck, the things you'll be hearing about Lockdown in the future will be much better.
There's a slight snort from the mask, but at the very least, the group is interesting enough. I have zero intentions on bringing anything to this, and if I go back into any form of compromising work, I would fully distance myself in any connections. So, there wouldn't be a problem. If I find that there is no money I can gain from this, then I'm gone, and I will resume my previous work.
He
there's
scratches
nothing
his
to be
chin a
concerned
little
about
bit.
right now.
Okay. He looks you over more intently. He'll come up to you and offer a handshake. He's like, I hope you don't take this as a threat, but I'll make sure that I will work diligently as a lawyer with or against you.
Alright. The last part interests me as he takes a handshake.
He kind of smiles more subtly to himself than anything, but he was like, all right. Is this everyone?
Yep, this is the team. And I stand up a little straighter.
Okay. All right. I've taken proper note, and I'll prepare some case defense strategies in my free time. But if you have any questions, or if you'd like to get a hold of me, Here, and then he hands you all some stylized, like, gold metallic business cards that have the writing all in, like, a nice dark font.
Ooh.
It's so classy.
These are beautiful.
No, I'm not that talented. I bought them. But these are my private business cards, not my open business cards. I give you my phone number directly, so you can access me 24 hours.
And what is your
I-
preferred method of payment?
Well, I will negotiate with the city a specific work clause. You don't have to pay me anything. All I have to do is ensure that any cases working with any of y'all have more minimized or manageable damages. So, either I make money based on the level of success you guys have, or I pay the city based on how poorly you keep the collateral down.
Interesting.
It's
I'll look
a
over to Sasha.
it's a newer clause that I actually submitted to the city as my thesis, and it was actually accepted. So lawyers are more frequently going to be doing this now. We are to act more as hero advisors to reduce casualties and collateral damage.
You are impressive.
You're impressive.
Happy we found you.
I'm glad I got the call. If you have any questions, I'll take them now. No, that's my personal phone. Not yet. If anything, you can call me and I'll meet you wherever, whenever. I'll come in my pajamas if I have to.
Well, if we're going to be actually full working together, I can at least take the risk and not, I guess, kidnap you every time you have to come here.
Oh,
I can give you the location.
no worries. I could find this location again if I needed to.
That's what I worried about.
Well, don't make me use that information then.
I write my phone number down on a piece of paper and I say, I appreciate your sincerity, and I hand it over. If you ever need to get in contact with me for any reason, you feel free to call this number.
He looks at it and he smiles a little bit. Honestly, I didn't think this is how it was going to work. Well, everyone at the bar is going to be impressed I have Monochrone's phone number. I'm kidding.
Take it as my show of trust and in my hope for a beneficial relationship for the both of us.
Oh, don't worry. This alone is enough to get me laid. I mean, make business partners. He smiles again.
I'm glad I could help.
Leans over to Celeste. I thought he could do that himself.
I thought so too.
The light around my face gets a little pink. If you ever need anything or are in danger, feel free to call there. I will make my way to you as soon as I can. Day, preferably day or night, if it's absolutely necessary.
Only if it's absolutely necessary.
Preferably.
Darn. All right.
Daytime is free reign, though.
Keep that in mind. Oh, yes.
I was gonna ask.
Thank
you.
I just made a guess.
I also made an immediate note of if I ever turn against the group, kill the lawyer first.
Oh,
You bitch.
You're gonna get there, and he's gonna say, "I knew this was coming."
Can you guys see that in the journal section real quick?
Sure.
Yep.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I also will make it known one of my like motivations and complications is preserving my secret identity.
Oh, I totally forgot. I need you guys to give him a complication.
Oh.
Oh.
He's.
Sex fiend.
Oh god. We're
Um,
gonna be.
Has to be something that's inconvenient for him.
I'd say that's a bit of a or a motivation if he's just horny.
That's fair.
That would get in the way of work.
Is that what you want?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just I'm not to be trusted all the time.
I don't even know what complications I have.
He's too good as job.
He's too perfect. The only other thing I thought of is other than like the immediate answer that popped in my head because it was just the natural acceleration of the bit. It's just horny. Is what if he just has an intense gambling addiction?
Oh no.
I mean, we could give him like an enemy.
Oh, he has a rival lawyer
Yeah.
Oh no.
like
A
Edgeworth.
super villain lawyer.
He has his Edgeworth. He has the opposite color motif as him. There's like a bit of sexual tension to keep it in the Ace Attorney theme. It's all unintended. It's unintended sexual tension.
There is fan art between them online.
Well,
There
if
there
they're
will
public.
be when
There
they're
will be.
finished.
There will be because like it's just purely in the fact that it's like unintended sexual tension.
They don't realize it, but everyone else does.
Yeah, it's the complications of when you base your character design and some of your story off of Yaoi, which is completely true, by the way. Ace Attorney was inspired by Yaoi.
I fucking knew it. I
yeah.
knew it.
That's
Yes.
amazing.
That's
It's
completely true.
unclear if these two have a past relationship of some sorts.
Okay. All right.
It just make him the Edgeworth like counterpart. Edgeworth, who's kind of a prick, and if we're going off of the the fucking goofiest fact in the Ace Attorney universe, everyone has their secret power. Phoenix is like is luck in like bluffing. Like and there's another character who can like read your emotions basically. Another one is like can always tell if you're lying. Miles Edgeworth is a basic logic. His own game, it involves the logic mechanic. He's the only character who is able to make basic deductions in the Ace Attorney universe.
That's crazy.
Everyone else needs evidence spelled out to them.
All right. It's been added.
Perfect.
This is beautiful.
He's got his own Miles Edgeworth. I hope even more as we go on, we expand out and just make a weird ripoff of the Ace Attorney like cast. We get a Francesca Von Karma. We could get a Dick Gumshoe.
The judge.
Yeah, the judge who's just dog shit at his job.
But all right. Any other things you want to say to Faro?
Nope, I'm just writing down he's been added to my contingencies. My my possible if lockdown goes evil, which won't actually happen. Be fully transparent. I would never, as a player of that is bad tabletop etiquette. But I like the idea that Lockdown is the character to build the contingency plans for his own crew, like a Batman. And his immediate plan is, all right, kill the lawyer first.
Do not let the lawyer think about you. If you do, you're done.
He's
Also,
immediately threatened that I will use your location as leverage. And he's like, okay, well that's marked you as a target.
I'll give him my number and then tell him to tell me his Kick username so that so I can like VIP him or whatever. So if I ever see him in chat, and so I know to look for his legal advice.
Oh, when you mentioned that, he's like, I never considered that before. Interesting angle. I like it. I have to go make a Kick account now.
He should become the this world's legal eagle, like YouTube.
Yeah.
So, what do you do when you punch someone so hard they go through the wall of a building and then the building falls down on them? Well, in situations like that,
Turn yourself in.
But after that, over the course of the next day, you all find mysteriously at your place of residence or what have you, a folder of things to look out for and things you can do to help improve your overall collateral control.
I pick mine up probably from the secret base.
Well, I guess it's wherever you're at the moment. Lockdown, since you have cameras probably everywhere, I'm assuming.
Oh, I got a full ass security system. Like, yeah, I do.
You just see the envelope like manifest on the desk.
That's okay.
Like inside the base?
Yeah. It just just materializes there on the desk.
I'm happy I trust this guy because that immediately like sends Lockdown a bit paranoid. And then he's also immediately like, that sounds so fucking useful. I gotta think of something like that.
Sasha gets a full leather-bound book.
Sasha, you get in your stuff that currently Faro is working on a solution so you don't have to use the concrete of the city. But for like Lockdown, for instance, one of the things that is mentioned is as long as there is like a safety orange tip on a lot of your guys' weapons, they can be considered obvious for any situations where legally, someone might claim that you were wielding a weapon that they didn't notice or whatever. It makes it harder for you to be sued, essentially.
Oh. Yeah. Actually, that's a fair point. He'll take that and paint orange tips on all his very real firearms.
And for monochrome, you get a bit of information of a a lumen level to keep yourself at, if that is something you can control. And ranges of lumens acceptable for bright flashing situations, so anyone with epileptic seizures might not suffer when you're flying by or anything like that.
Is it like significantly less than what I'm usually at?
It's, I mean, you still look like a being of light. It's just more of like a, it's more like a here's a range, and it shows like examples of like luminosity and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, because I don't think I have too much control over that.
I mean,
Like,
aesthetically, you can choose whatever you want, but
Yeah, I think I can like go a little bit fluctuation here and there, but like it's not like too bright. I can keep it low enough. I feel like when I do certain moves, I'll probably get it a little bright. I could try my best to keep it down.
and for Celestine, you kind of get a pamphlet of like consent to aid information, where as a hero you cannot willy-nilly just heal anyone on the street, even in some dire situations, unless you feel that person's life is at risk. And so there are a variety of steps to ensure that you're getting consent. More or less, what he does is you guys can now just not be flacked for bullshit during your hero escapades. It's assumed that you guys are following what you need to do.
Every time we have to heal a citizen, we check their IDs for do not resuscitate.
To make sure they're like conscious and alert. And if they are, I have to ask them, do you want me to heal you? And if they're not, I assume I can heal them because, I don't know, they're not conscious and alert. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
After a little bit more time goes by, Celestine, you're given what appears to be like a stitched, nice-looking glove. This glove, when you properly use it, will identify people who will accept aid, as it has a slight precognition sense attached to it, essentially.
Whoa.
Allowing you to aid people who essentially won't be charging you or suing you for doing so.
Legal precog.
That's so useful.
You reach out to like go touch somebody to heal them, and you immediately get flashed into a courtroom. Like mentally, and you can just be like, ah, never mind. You're just like, I like picture is like you're just immediately like, whoa, and then you have a vision of yourself sitting in like the defendant's area, and they're just like, you are charged. 30 days jail, and they hit the gavel. You're like, no.
And then our lawyer stands up next to you and goes, Your Honor, my defendant was wearing the glove. And then he turns to you and winks, and then you get dragged back out through time and space. Whoa.
You must acquit. The glove does fit.
And Celestine, Sasha, you get, like I said, a little bit after that, you get these little like paper talisman looking things. When you apply them to any of your like your golems or power uses, as long as they're within a certain proximity of where you form them from, they'll revert back to their true form.
This guy's so useful.
Yeah, he is.
You'll have enough. No.
My solution was just bag of holding full of rubble.
Well, I did consider that, but the point of your powers flaw is that you need to like have stuff around. So I can't provide you with a infinite source to just create it. But I can at least undo the damage you do by using your power.
It would be so funny if you were like, all right, guys, let's get started. All right. And you just immediately start mixing cement.
Wait,
it's like-
one moment.
Like,
Just
fuck,
take a
the ratio's
cement
off.
mixer
It's like
with
you,
you everywhere.
you put
Yeah.
too much water in it. It's just like liquid. Like, fuck, you like put
Give me a
more
bit.
of
It
it
needs to
in.
dry.
Villain just comes in and pours sugar into it.
Like, no!
No!
Have to fucking store it like at Lockdown's base, so you can trail it around.
But yeah, you guys eventually learn Faro's powers is he is a Constantine-esque mage.
Damn, can't believe we got John Constantine, but like, not a failure man.
Yeah.
He's too powerful now.
That's the thing that holds John back, is the fact that he's just sucks.
Though Lockdown, you get a transmission
Oh.
the next week. I know we're past time, so we'll be leaving off with this. You get a transmission. It's a job through one of your back channels from the CEO. The job is simple. Go into the state penitentiary on Fortress Island and kill the intern.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Interesting.
But that's where we'll leave it off for today. So, you guys get 2 PowerPoints for being here today. And any hero nominations and or kudos.
Great job to my friend Alex for learning how this equipment works.
Yeah,
First the
that's true.
gas mask and then the nullification bombs.
The gas mask is one that I would have actually like had if I just saw it. It's just I
Yeah.
grabbed a bunch of other pieces of equipment that I saw and thought would be fun and useful. Like I have micro trackers, I had comm links until I knew that they were senses, and I added it for the same points for my like power. I have like pieces of equipment. I just missed the gas mask one.
Yeah.
And the nullify bomb thing was a little unfortunate, but
I have minions. If it was just lockdown, I'd be a lot more annoyed about it. Because I'd be like, damn, the power I built is useless. But I have 6 people that I can make 6 versions of it, which is different tags. I'm fine.
yeah.
Let's go.
That's
Good
wide
so.
enough.
Hell yeah.
And also you can just make them alternative effects for 1 point per effect, essentially,
Yeah,
which is super good. So
it's very good. And I can extend it because it's purely the fact that they just don't have a lot of points to play with that I have to be like I have to stretch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good heroics today. I'll definitely give points to everyone. I think you guys were proper heroes today.
Woo.
Yeah.
Actually, kudos, or good on Crusher for updating his hero suit.
Very happy. Very happy you got
True,
get a good
yeah.
suit instead of the horrifying amalgam.
Morph suit with scream mask.
And blue shorts. Don't forget the shorts.
And shorts.
My
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, I'll say that's character progression. Go ahead and take a PowerPoint.
Yeah. Thank you.
Use it to buy yourself something nice.
With Celestine's money. Because Crusher is not rich.
Monochrome is just someone that Faro admires. It's not Faro's fault that he's just got so much riz that
It's true.
everything looks like he's flirting.
He's hot and charismatic.
Oh man.
This dude comes up and goes, hello, nice to meet you. I'm Faro. And I go, stop flirting with me. I can't handle it.
It's okay. I can't handle meeting one of my heroes.
Oh.
Whoa.
Careful, everybody. His superpowers, he's clearly has the ability to attack our hearts with his honeyed words.
I think that might be him only.
I feel like my heart could stop at any moment. This is dangerous. Flirtation. And sunglasses.
Oh my
True.
god, all
Those
three
are the
of those?
two.
Oh god, somebody with sunglasses and saying all those things? Oh my god. Not monochrome, no!
And the worst part is, the people who start like flirting and complimenting the best in the coolest way will always just go for the sunglasses as like a punctuation, just because they're so cool. And I'm screwed. I'm really screwed.
Sorry, I have to wear these. You're too bright. I can't
Your
look at you
radiance is
directly.
blinding.
It's a kudo for sure. Any other nominations and or kudos? Okay. So how'd you guys like your lawyer that you've hired, quote unquote?
He's
Cool
amazing.
guy.
I love
What a
him.
fun
Actually,
guy.
kudos to you, Cam. Your
Yeah.
improv's great.
And that kudo better go to our good friend lawyer. But he
Oh,
has
he-
more powers.
He doesn't need more power.
This dude's a level 20.
Oh, that's
True.
true.
Well, you guys gave me the task of making the perfect prodigy lawyer, which just so happened to make me forcibly make me to make an incredibly hot, incredibly charismatic lawyer. What can I say? That works in the courtroom.
Yeah.
His
Hey, if I'm on a
efficiency.
jury and this guy's arguing with me, I'm voting up for him. I'm voting on his side.
Why are you on the jury and he's arguing with you?
Because I'm a very disruptive jury member.
We're still citizens.
You can take that right from me.
I did like Furrow and Lockdown's interaction.
That was super
That
cool.
was. It is very fair that he'd immediately go, "Are you sure about this one, mate?"
Now, I understand you have someone who literally destroys buildings as their powers on your team, but I feel like this one's more of a liability.
This is a person who, like, and by the way, that's another complication I have. Reputation.
Yep.
It is incredibly known that Lockdown has worked for like good guys and bad guys, and is just loyal to money. So,
I
yeah,
have utmost faith in you and your ability to do good.
100%. How much is the CEO paying?
For this mission, let's see, what would he think would be a good price for you? Probably 50K.
That's not bad.
I'll become a multimillionaire right now, Alex. I'll triple what he's doing it for you to stay.
Okay.
You gotta know about it first.
That's true.
Well, there might be some ways you can use this situation to your guys' advantage.
To say, hey, this guy just tried to pay us to kill this guy.
I won't give you more hints than what I've just said, so.
I don't know, I feel like we should talk to our lawyer first.
And
be
then
honest-
go talk to that guy in prison, go, hey, your boss just paid us to kill you. Why don't you go and talk about him in court?
The
And
thing
they've
that
let
would
us.
hold Lockdown back from the fact that he is incredibly motivated by money because he wants to help his employees and like make sure they can live is also the fact that he's a little bit of an asshole. Like, and the fact that he's like, it would be kind of funny if I could use this in a funny way. Because I was thinking, I was like, what avenue do I take this? I'm like, I could just literally go do this. And I was like, or I could find a way to exploit this in some aspect. I was thinking down that track. It's fun. It's fun. Whenever I have to play Lockdown, he's very methodical and like the just get steps like he just goes down in like problem solving.
For sure. I mean, I'm trying very hard not to give you guys too many hints with everything. But this game will definitely reward you for thinking outside of the box. Things are very rarely going to be as simple as, take money, do job. Plus, it's strange. Why would he want to kill the intern? You guys
Why
found
would
some
he ask me
information
to
on
do
him
it?
earlier, too.
I have loose ends.
The part he's also immediately thinking is, why would he ask me to do it?
Yeah. But yeah, well, I'm glad you guys love your lawyer. I will continue to endeavor to make him as talented and prodigious as you guys have set him to be.
And hot.
That's just all part of his natural talent.
Just residual.
Yeah, you just decided to make him hot. Which, fair enough, it works for making him a peak lawyer. I was out here trying to say that we should waste a fucking point on it, and Cam gives it to us for free.
Well, that was before we started elaborating, and you're like, he's just like a really, really good lawyer, and I'm just like, fuck, okay, well, that's fine.
If I didn't elaborate on that, Cam would have made him a dog shit lawyer. Confirmed.
True.
Well, I
He
mean,
would've
technically
shown
with
up-
the DC you guys rolled, he was going to be really good, but I've made him really,
Gonna make him
really
ugly.
good.
Oh yeah, fair. He actually would have been. There's a lawyer, a couple of lawyers he could have been from Ace Attorney if we rolled poor.
So, you know, I've only created what you guys asked of me. Nothing more, nothing less. And now he has magic that can help you guys undo some of the negative aspects of your characters. But yeah, so more or less, beyond the roleplay elements and whatever questions you might ask him, he just makes sure that you guys just can't be sued for minor stuff.
Yay.
And you guys don't even have to pay him. The city will pay him to work for you.
This is so amazing.
Even better.
And to be fair, the city is getting a stellar deal out of this. I mean, just undoing all the damage Sasha does is already a pretty good boon.
Unless it's
I like the idea that if we rolled badly, he could have been this guy, Winston Payne from Ace Attorney,
Yeah.
Whoa.
who is the worst prosecutor in Ace Attorney. A man who lost a case so bad his hair fell out.
Oh.
But, all right, that's going to be it for us. Thank you all so much for watching. I can't wait for next week. This game's already been super fun. But that, we'll go ahead and say
Agreed.
goodnight.
good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
I fly off into the sunset.
What?